You've felt it before, that split second where everything feels familiar, like you've already lived this exact moment. We call it déjà vu. What if it's a message? What if, somewhere just out of reach, another version of you is living a different life and trying to send you a sign? Not a ghost, not your imagination, you, but the you who turned left where you turned right. And the signs have been there your whole life. Tonight, we step into the world where this is real, and where humanity finally learned what the other versions have been trying to say. The idea is older than science. Every choice you've ever made, you also didn't make somewhere else. Each decision splits the path in two, so there isn't one you. There are countless. The one who took the job, the one who stayed, the one who said yes, all of them real, all of them close. And the barrier between them isn't a wall, like the surface of water. Sometimes it ripples. Sometimes, for a heartbeat, it lets something through. End of theory. Because in this world, people stopped asking if the other versions exist and started noticing how they reach out. Watch for the signs. It starts small, the same number everywhere. On a clock, a receipt, a door. At first you laugh it off. Then it stops being funny. Then the dreams. You wake up missing a person you've never met, aching for a home you've never lived in. The dream felt more real than your bedroom. Then the reflection. For half a second, in a shop window, your reflection moves a beat too late, like it's deciding to follow you, not the other way around. And the strangest one, the feeling of being in the wrong place. Standing in your own kitchen, certain, somehow, that you're supposed to be somewhere else entirely. These aren't glitches in your mind. In this world, they finally understand. These are knocks. Someone on the other side of the glass, trying to get your attention. And once you start listening, you can't stop. Because the message is always the same shape. Don't make the mistake I made. So humanity built machines to listen. Devices that catch the ripples between realities and turn them into something you can almost hear. At first, it changed everything for the better. People received warnings. Don't take that road. Call her back. Leave now. And the warnings were right. Whole cities grew calmer, safer, luckier. Why risk a choice yourself when another you already ran the experiment and survived to warn you? A new trade appeared. Echo brokers. People who could tune in to the most successful versions of you and sell you their advice. People stopped trusting their own instincts entirely. Why decide anything when a wiser you is one signal away? Slowly, the whole world began to outsource its choices. And here's where the dream curdled. Because there isn't one other you. There are millions, and they don't agree. One version says go, one says stay, one says run. 1,000 voices, all wearing your face, all certain. Which one do you obey?
People began to break, not from one bad choice, but from the inability to make any.
They called it drift. Standing at a crossroads forever, paralyzed by 100 versions, all screaming different directions. Worse, some people started preferring the other lives to their own. Listening to a happier you in a better reality became an escape you never wanted to leave. They called it echo drowning. People who stopped living their own life entirely, just sitting, listening to the one they wished they'd chosen. And then the signals changed. One message started appearing across the whole world at once. The same warning, from countless versions, all saying the same impossible thing. The message was, stop listening to us. Think about it. Every version of you wise enough to be worth hearing was warning you about the one mistake they all made, listening to themselves instead of living. The wisest version of you wasn't the one to signal off, and chose the messy, uncertain, unguided life that was actually theirs. Because a life you're guided through perfectly isn't really yours. It's a recording of someone else's. So the world slowly unplugged. The devices went quiet, and people learned to live with the most terrifying freedom of all, not knowing how it ends. But the signs never fully stopped. They still come. The number you keep seeing, the dream you can't shake, the reflection that lags. And now you know what they are. Not a glitch, not nothing. Another you, still out there, still reaching, still hoping you'll notice. The question this world had to answer, the question you have to answer, isn't whether they're real. It's whether you'd want to hear them at all. Because somewhere, a braver version of you did the thing you were too afraid to do. And somewhere, a sadder version wishes they'd been more like you. Every one of them is real. Everyone made a choice you didn't. And maybe the message was never become me. Maybe it was always just, don't waste the life you got.
Back in our world, there are no devices catching the signals. But the feelings are still there. The déjà vu, the dream, the number, the lag in the glass.
So maybe the only real question is this. The next time you feel it, that strange certainty, that another you is trying to reach you, will you listen, or will you finally just live?
Tell me below, if another version of you could send you one message right now, what do you think it would say? And follow Reality, because next time, we rewrite something even closer to home.